Welcome back. Let's put this in the ether. A lot of older women, they hate the fact that older men prefer to date younger women because they like to make this false reality in their fabricated mind, in their idea that the reason why men prefer younger women is because they're easily manipulated to control women, to do all these stuff that, that older women claim that men want. The reason why men want a younger woman. The reason why men want a younger woman, right? A younger woman is less combative than the older women. The older they get, the more bitter they get, the more combative they get. What is the odds of an older woman listen to a man? Very slim to none, because they can think that they're more powerful, and they think that they have a different mindset. They have a different mindset than this younger women. Younger women, the reason why guys choose younger women is because they're less combative. They will listen to men, right? They're more eager to learn, right? They're more respectful to older men, right? Older women don't do that. They see a man of their age, their peer. What do? They belittle them, right? They won't listen to us. They are more combative, more argumentative, right? All these stuff. So if that's the case, what are the incentives of a man, especially a man of older, in their peer group, will want to date them? There's no incentive. There's a lot of incentive for older men to date a younger woman. Like I just mentioned, they will listen to us. They'll be less argumentative. They're more curious on how the world works, right? They want to learn something, right? And they're more fertile. They're more beautiful. They're more youthful, right? All these stuff younger women have all these stuff, all these characteristics that's way above or more beneficial than older women. And older women can't see that. They think that men want to control women. No, men do not want to control women. Especially men let a younger woman have all this freedom compared to his wife. I mean, his wife already have enough freedom already. Men do not want to control women. Men will let a younger woman have so much freedom. That's why he calls sugar daddy, right? Sugar daddy don't worry about what the younger women do. We don't want to control women, right? All we want is their company. They're easy to get along with, right? They're not. Like I said, they're not argumentative. They're not combative. They're not, try to belittle us at all, especially older men. They look to us like a leader. Older women don't look to older men as a leader at all, right? In their mind, they think that they're the leader of the pack. And that's what's wrong with older women. They think that men always want control. Men do not want control, and if we do want control, we want control for peace, for quiet, for no chaos, right? The only reason why, if we ever decide to want control the situation, we control it to neutralize, so we want peace and quiet in our life. That's it. That's all we want. The difference between men control and women control is that the reason why women want control, right? They want power over men. That's it. They don't want peace. They just want to see how far they could take their control over men can go. That's the only reason why older women control men. Older women are more controlling than it is compared to younger women. Younger women don't often like to control older men, right? Older men who date younger women, older men have more freedom to do anything he wants compared to a younger woman, right? This is why older men when they're in a relationship with a younger woman, it's more It's more peaceful. Right, compared to a guy who is in a relationship with his peer, right? This is why I think that high school sweetheart are not an ideal thing to marry, because as you get older, she'll get older with you, and then her mindset tends to change, and she get angry and bitter. When a woman get angry and bitter, right, because of aging, and this is normal for all women. When women get older, they get angry and bitter. And tell yourself, as a man, do you want to be with a woman like that? No. That will least more likely to cause a divorce or friction. This is why high school sweetheart, right? People who's in this high school sweetheart relationship tend to break up with each other more often, tend to divorce sooner. Because at some point, when you're with a person for that long, you can't handle that kind of situations. You can't see the person over and over. You've been with a person for almost half of your life already if you date your high school sweetheart. Now, it's unrealistic to say that you could get along with your high school sweetheart for that extensive amount of time. At some point, there's going to be some crack in your relationships. right? This is why a lot of cases when you date your high school sweetheart, you're bound to break up, right? That relationship will not work. How many relationships out there where men are still with their high school sweetheart? Not many. I'm not saying there's none at all, but it's not many. It's very few. Right? That men still dating their high school sweetheart from high school till now, right? It might be different back in 50 years ago, but now it's totally changed. The whole dynamic, the way women think is totally changed, right? But back to my point is that the reason why guys prefer younger women because they're least likely to compliment us. No, they're more likely to compliment us. Older women are least likely to compliment us, right? They don't yell at us. They don't berate us. They don't make us feel stupid, right? That's what women do. I mean, I'm speaking from all the experiences that I had and all the experience that I seen in my observations. When it comes to older relationship, I always see the wife always beating on the husband, shouting on the husband, right? Make the husband look like a fool, right? No respect at all, right? Compared to a guy, a high status guy, right? A guy with high status, an older gentleman who date a girl who's younger than him. He gave her all the freedom. They're more happier together. She's happier, right? She's not trying to control him, right? I seen a lot of older men with a younger relationship. I see the woman is not controlling him, right? And they're peaceful. She's not berating him. She's not putting him down. But when I see an older men with an older woman, it's totally opposite. It's vice versa. It's totally like, you can see the night and day. Like, it's like, now I see why older men prefer to date younger women, right? Because when they're younger, they're more curious. They're more wanting to learn from older men, right? When I was young, I respect my elders. The reason why I respect my elders is because they have more knowledge than I do. So I'm more inclined to listen to my elderly people. I'm more respectful because they could teach me a thing or two. I think it's the same case with a younger woman. They see an older man. They see him that he's more mature, up to her level, up to her mindset, and he could teach her a thing or two about how life works, right? A woman of the same peers of a man, they don't think like that. They think because they're at the same age level that she know more than him. There's a challenging. She always challenged her husband and more combative. A young woman, they don't often challenge the older men, right? They don't often challenge the older men. They're more inclined to offer sex, right? There's more sex involved, right? The sex is more passionate, right? So that's the thing why men prefer with younger women, right? Older women don't like to have sex, right? A younger woman, they love to have sex. I mean, their hormones is raging. When it comes to an older women are least likely to have sex at all, right? If anything, that's the reason why. Older women will, I'm not saying they don't like to have sex, but their sex drive are diminished once they get older, especially when they hit menopause, right? So what's the benefit of that? Not only that, when a guy get older, he know the younger women are more fruitful. She's more fertile. She's easy to, to bear a child. Older women can't do that. This is another reason why older men don't like to marry older women. Right? Because the older woman cannot bear a child. And if she do, there's some major complications. Either the child would come out, in a disadvantage, like mentally ill, because her eggs are not as fertile as a younger woman's age. And guys understand that. This is why guys choose to date younger women. Guys don't make these decisions because he can. Guys make calculated decisions, especially guys who live in higher standards, who know how the world works, right? This is why he prefer to have a younger woman in his life, because he know that it won't bring much kind of a headache compared to an older woman, right? It's not that difficult to understand. And yet again, women think that men want to control women. Men do not want to control women. If men want to control women, why do you think a lot of women have more freedom today than it is when they were 50 years ago, 60 years or 100 years ago, right? Men today do not want to control women, right? That's not within our nature to control situations. If we wanted to control women, right? If we were in position to control, we control for the right reasons. We control so there won't be any conflicts. We control so it will be peace. We control for positive reasons, not for negative reasons. Right? That's if we choose to control women. But no, when older men get in a relationship with younger women have more freedom than ever. Right? If anything, He, if anything, she have freedom to go anywhere she want. All right, buy anything she want. He ain't gonna tell her what to do, right? As long as he provide him, a peace of mind, a constant state of peace, not argumentative, right? He not argumentative and take care of him, support him. Besides that, he allowed the woman to do anything she want, right? He allowed the woman to go shop. He'll pay for our expenses, pay for our food, pay her maid, all these stuff. He'll an older woman will spoil her more, right? Because of all this. If women will be less combative, give you peace, give a man peace, and men are not as greedy. Will spoil a woman if a woman do that, no matter what age they are, right? If a woman are willing to give peace, support them, cook for them, do all these great things for them, right? Know her role. Men are not greedy to spoil them, right? Men will spoil people. Men love to spoil people, especially men with money. They love to give stuff to women. But if a woman aren't doing that, and the men aren't doing that and providing that, what make you think that men think that she deserve all these spoil from him? No, he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna spoil her, right? Especially when she's older, combative. It's, right? There's no reason for God to do that. That's why guys prefer to be with a younger woman than it is for guys to be with an older woman, right? A younger woman are less combative, less headache to deal with. They're more inclined to listen to you. Older women are least inclined to listen to us. That's why we don't want to be with older women. They treat us like garbage, right? If older women would treat us fairly and not treat us like garbage, we'll make a second. We'll reconsider. But as of the moment, younger women are a better option than it is to date an older woman. Right? Pure and simple. It's black and white. There's no gray areas. Right? Because older women usually get bitter, right? Bitter, angry for no reason, for some reason, I don't know, and they challenge men a lot. Or younger women do not challenge men. Right? They don't challenge, they don't try to compete against men, they stay in their area. Older women, they like to intrude in our area. That's the difference, right? I can name you many more examples, but those are some of the reasons why men prefer to date younger women. It's not because of control. We don't want control. If we want control, why does the younger woman have more freedom than it is to be? I mean, compared to an older woman, right? Guys who's in a relationship with younger women, we give them a lot of control. I mean, a lot of control of their own lives, right? So if we want to control women, how come we give them so much freedom? That make no sense, right? If we want to control, manipulate women, why do we give them so much freedom? Why do we spoil them so much? It don't make no sense. But anyway, it's not about control. Men do not want to control women. We don't want to control women because they're younger or not. We want younger women because they're not as a headache compared to older women. Pure and simple. That's in a nutshell. Our older women are a big headache, and they give us a lot of problems. Younger women give us less problem. Right? Capiche? But that's what I want to say. If you agree or disagree, leave a comment below and share your perspective. And on that note, guys, let me know if I'm making my message clearly. And on that note, guys, thank you for watching. Do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, peace and blessings.